There is a new avian scare coming out of China. A new virus, the H7N9 virus, has infected at least 14 people in Anhui and Jiangsu provinces, as well as the city of Shanghai. Many live bird markets in Shanghai have been closed, and large numbers of birds are being culled. So far, there is no evidence of transmission from person to person, but airports in Hong Kong and Taiwan are monitoring anyone coming in from those areas, as well as Zhejiang province, south of Jiangsu. Vietnam has also banned the importation of any poultry products from China. Let's look at some vocabulary. Avian. Avian is an adjective that describes anything having to do with birds. So if we're talking about birds, in this case we're talking about a bird flu. And some people call it, many people simply call it bird flu. But we can also call it avian flu. And there are many strains, many kinds, many types of avian flu. But anything to do with birds can be described using the adjective avian. Virus. A virus is a very small living thing. We can't see it with our eyes. It is so small. And it only makes more of itself. You can only make more of a virus if the virus is in a living thing. So if the virus is inside you, it can make more of the virus. And some of these viruses can make people and animals sick. We also use the word virus to describe something that is put into the computer, which can also make the computer sick or cause the computer to have problems. Infect. Infect is a verb, and when you have when someone is infected, or the noun is infection, then you have something that causes a sickness or a disease. A virus can infect you. Bacteria can infect you. So it causes a sickness or a disease in a person or in an animal. We can also use the verb infect along with virus if a virus infects your computer. Cull. To cull means to kill large numbers of something, usually to prevent the spread of some kind of a disease or to prevent something bad from happening. A few years ago, Hong Kong culled many chickens because of the spread of another avian flu. A few years ago, with the novel flu, or the Xinyogang, the new flu, Egypt culled a large number of pigs because it was believed to come from pigs, and pigs could infect people. So they culled large numbers of pigs. Now in Shanghai, they are culling large numbers of birds in the live bird markets. Transmission. Transmission, or to transmit from one person to another as a verb, is to pass from one person or animal to another. So if I have the flu and I pass that or transmit that flu onto you, that is flu transmission, the transmission of the flu virus. Fortunately, so far anyway, there's no evidence that this new virus has any transmission from one person to another person. Monitor. Monitor means you keep an eye out for something. You watch for something. So if you go to airports, they will monitor many things. Right now, they are monitoring people coming in from different parts of China in both Hong Kong and here in Taiwan. Anything that you want to keep an eye on, you want to monitor. Maybe there's an area with a lot of crime, so maybe the police will monitor that area. Ban. To ban something means to not allow something. For example, the Taiwan government has banned smoking in many public spaces, meaning in those places you're not allowed to smoke. So if something is banned, you're not allowed to do something. It's banned. It is the Taiwan government has banned talking on cell phones or using smartphones while driving. You're not allowed to do it. And finally, poultry. Poultry are any kind of bird that we raise for the purpose of eating it. And now, chickens are the most common poultry. In Taiwan, ducks are also very common. In North America, turkeys are all very common poultry that is raised for people to eat. So this is all poultry. Let's practice. Number one, Taiwan has most U.S. pork products, meaning they are not allowed in the country. Well, if something is not allowed, that means there is a ban. Now, here we need the past tense. So Taiwan has banned most U.S. pork products. Number two, the U.S. and South Korea are carefully what the North does. Right now, most of the world is keeping an eye on what is happening in North Korea, officially known as the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. So the verb to watch over something is monitor. Now, we are using the progressive present tense. So it's monitoring. We are monitoring what the North is doing. Number three, flu make many people sick every winter. Well, in Taiwan and in many other countries around the world, the flu makes a lot of people sick. And what is it? What is the flu? The flu, we're talking about virus, but there is not only one flu virus. There are many flu viruses. So flu viruses make many people sick every winter. And number four, flu from person to person is often very easy. Well, if we're going from one person to another person, we're passing it on, we're transmitting it, and the noun to describe the transmitting of a virus is flu transmission. This has been an installment of News English. 如果你还有问题，你可以上 Facebook 台中新英文美语，也可以上 YouTube TCNE English。如果你在台中，你找英文老师，你可以在 FB 跟我联络。谢谢你收看。